Welcome back to Azure Striker Gunvolt. Now we got a mid. Now we have a mid stage, but first let's talk to Joel.
Tacos!
Because I still have to give her the gem that I got from the last stage.
Tacos! Is it always the same? Is it always the same text you get every time?
Yes, that's why I sped through it.
God's sake! Oh, he's so pretty. Next, Jeff. Oh, he's so pretty.
You can technically wait until you get every single gem and give them to her all at once, but eh. And I also learned Septimal Burst when I leveled up.
And that does?
You can temporarily power up your electric attack.
Oh, okay. So it makes your field attack stronger.
Yeah. Like I said, this game doesn't have special weapons, but you do have things that make your normal attacks a little bit stronger. It's just they're only temporary. Also, unfortunately, you are kind of forced into picking this stage for now.
Oh, so you don't really get a choice at this point.
Yeah, it's kind of like in Mega Man X4 when after you do 3 stages, you have that scene with the Colonel. From what they explain, it's more just kind of like he's causing problems, so you kind of have to go stop him.
Go fuck him up.
Pretty much.
Let's go get this big dick.
Spoilers.
I don't know.
We'll see him in like.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We'll see him in like 40 seconds anyway. So this stage, I actually really like this stage, and I instantly gained a level. I didn't even realize I was that close to gaining a level.
Don't even have to try.
So yeah, you can die from falling in the pits, so be careful about that.
You don't say! I could have told you that!
I guess the reason why they have that here is because you can technically have not seen a pit yet, and this could be the first stage that has a bottomless pit, so they have to tell you about it.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. We didn't run into a bottomless pit in this game yet, have we?
No, we have not. Also, we're on Sinner's Row, and we've got neon signs of 666.
If we haven't run into bottomless pits yet, then I take back my previous criticism.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I don't think we have seen a bottomless pit yet.
I'd have to look back. I don't think so, but we'll have to look back.
Also, there is something that is changed in the Striker Pack version than in the 3DS version, and that's this stage also has a gem in it. But in the Striker Pack version, for some reason they changed the location where the gem is compared to where it was in the 3DS version. I don't know why they did, but they did.
Well, do you get something extra if you go to the previous location?
No, it's just not there anymore.
Well, then what's the point of changing it?
I don't know, and I actually had to look it up because I completely forgot that they did that.
What?
I mean, you can go to the spot where it isn't. You can go to the spot where it is in the 3DS version, and you can go to the spot where it is in this version in both games. So I don't know. Maybe they thought because the first spot was too easy or too hard to find it or something. I don't know.
Like I get it. Like if this is to make a port of the original 3DS game, so I would think they would at least I would think they would at least insert some kind of like little Easter egg for those who played the original.
I mean, technically they did change it up. Like I mentioned in part 1, the 3DS version didn't have Japanese audio.
Well, besides that.
Yeah.
Like,
and I think the graphics are slightly upscaled because they compensate for not being on a small screen.
They totally are.
I assume they do.
I'm just speaking like what you'd think they would add bonus content besides like enhanced visuals and stuff.
I think they do. I'll have to look into that because that might be a thing I can show off in a bonus video. I'm pretty sure there's extra challenge modes you can do in this version compared to the 3DS version. I've never actually played the original 3DS version for Gunvolt 2, so I don't know what was changed for that version in this Striker Pack. But from my understanding, Gunvolt 2 isn't that much different than the original 3DS version, and I think that's just because the Striker Pack came out like 2 months after Gunvolt 2 was already out.
Well, I was more talking specifically the first game here.
Yeah. From my understanding, the only major difference between this version and the original 3DS version is the graphic update, the Japanese audio, and them changing the gem location for this particular stage, because everything else is exactly the same. At least from what I remember of the 3DS version. I haven't played that version in a while.
Right.
But I don't know, it's just a really weird oddity that they, because I even had, when I looked it up, a lot of people are just like asking the same thing, like, okay, why? And it's like, it's fine they did it, but why did they do it? Because it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, all that's gonna do is make people jump in the bottomless pit because they think the gem's in there.
Well, if they remember that it's there, they're gonna jump down there and know that something is there, and then when it's not there, they're gonna be like, wait, why?
Yeah, exactly. If you're not gonna put it there, at least hide like a little Easter egg for original players or something.
There might be a medal down there now.
A good example, in Crash Insane Trilogy. Oh, that's Big Dick.
Oh yeah, this is Zonda, by the way.
I'll get to my example in a second. I need to comment on this shit. I take it.
Oh, Zonda's amazing.
Can I just call you Mr. Big Dick? I mean, big dickery, or just Zonka.
I mean, he definitely has that big dick energy going on.
You can call me Dick.
Okay, Rick.
It's Dick.
Rick.
Dick.
Rick. I still have to see that movie, by the way.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty neat. I heard it's not too bad. I still need to see it in full myself.
Me, same here. Okay, so the gimmick for this stage is Zonda's just kind of a dick to you the entire stage.
Symbolism.
He's basically just gonna taunt you the whole game, or the whole stage, and you get to see what his Septima is, which is right here. Ignore that. Ignoring that comment.
The power of my dick.
Yeah. I mean,
it's throbbing.
There you
My energy is rising, throbbing. It's like
no, apparently his Septima is mirrors, so he makes you just kind of teleport and move in reverse in the same areas over and over again. So what happens is you have to look for these portals, and depending on which one you take will actually teleport you to the next section of the stage, or it'll teleport you back to the beginning of the section you were just at. Now, as I mentioned before, the gem was moved in this version compared to the 3DS version. In the 3DS version, the gem is actually on top of this platform that I'm standing under right now.
Okay.
So I'm guessing what probably happened is maybe Inti Creates thought that was too hard of a location because people would just kind of not think to jump up there.
Well, they at least I was gonna say, did they at least hide something up there?
I don't think so. Well, we'll get up there. We'll get up there in a second. Also, it's kind of hard to get it because you either have to air dash, or if you have the double jump power up, then you can get it a little. They're expecting you to have the double jump power, but you can actually climb up here. No, there's absolutely nothing up here. and that's where the gem is in the 3DS version. That's why you can't see me kind of sitting here for a little bit, because I'm sitting here scratching my head like, wait, I remember it being up here. And keep in mind, I haven't played this particular version in like a year or two, so
this is what
I kind of completely forgot that they moved it.
This is why we playtest.
Oh, don't worry. I go back and I go find it off screen. Also, here's what happens when you get 1,000 kudos or more. It starts. Lumen starts singing for you, and it starts. It actually does. It powers you up, and I think it also makes your electricity gauge refill faster. At least that's as much as I remember. So enjoy hearing J-pop for a good 2 or 3 minutes, because I was actually really good at avoiding taking damage for a while.
So is everything just translates to love to this guy?
Yeah, that's kind of how he is. He just kind of hits on you because he's just supposed to be creepy, and Gunvolt, being the whole no-nonsense guy, just does not fall for it at all. It's like,
no, he's just sitting there, like, this popcorn's made of love.
Great. Now I'm thinking of what they turned. What was that, SGV, or was that Brain Scratch that turned Angelo
Brain
into
Scratch.
that? Thanks, Fortune Street.
My dime. I found a dime. Now I can order something off the dollar menu. Sometimes I surprise myself.
And that's even funnier for someone like me that's actually seen how Angelo is in Dragon Quest VIII. And even Ted's just like, no, no, Angelo sucks. The version we're making is actually better than the version that's in Dragon Quest VIII.
I dropped my dime. Now I can't afford a dollar menu item.
And then he actually did throw me off because after you go through that way, it teleports you back to where you came from. So I went all the way to the right, thinking I was in a new area, and I was not. So what you have to do is you just have to. Yeah, you have to scout the area and find teleporters. This room is where the gem was moved to, and I didn't realize that at first.
Oh, lovely. That means you're gonna miss it.
It's not that bad. It's actually right down here. I just didn't see it. So I gave up on trying to jump on that platform. All you have to do is jump on that moving platform, and then jump on jump on that box at the right, and the gem is sitting on top of that block. I didn't realize that, and I skipped past it, and then looked it up and realized, oh crap. So I'll go back and get it off screen. I'll go back and get it at the end of this part.
Sure you will.
No, oh, I will. Don't worry. And there goes my J-pop.
Good.
Oh well.
I lost my ticket. Now I'm not gonna get any love songs. Oh.
I don't think Joel would have been singing about something like that.
Yeah, but she still probably would have appreciated the ticket.
I'm sure, but again, it's more of a brother-sister relationship.
Show's a show.
Between them.
It's a free ticket to a show. You're really gonna complain about that? You're getting something for free.
I mean, she gets a free show anytime I get over 1,000 kills. So.
I thought he said slam dunk love for a second. I'm like, damn.
Like I said, Zonda is really weird.
Oh, there is one thing I meant to ask. Is what the GAC is what the GAC quote still in here, or is that not? Let me just do away with that altogether.
I think so. I could be wrong. I hope it is. And now Zonda's jamming her communication signal because, of course, he is.
If memory serves me right, when I got to this part, I think they actually hit an Easter egg in that text.
I couldn't remember.
You skip past
Oh,
it.
sorry about skipping that scream there. I think what happened was I cut past something when I went back off screen. And I think I just cut past that thinking I already recorded it. But you didn't really miss much. It was just him screaming.
My dick!
So yeah, Copen just beat the shit out of him off screen.
My dick! He beat his dick.
So yeah, we don't actually get to fight Zonda because he's dead. And that's what Copen does. When he kills adepts, he actually absorbs their power into his gun. So he's very much like traditional Mega Man.
I like how they explain the sprite swapping. He just puts his shield on the other arm. For literally no,
I mean,
it's like in context of the story, doing that makes absolutely no sense. So,
I mean, if all you're gonna do is just switch the sprite palettes anytime you turn left or right, like most sprite-based games do, then it works out.
oh, I know. I'm just saying, in the context of the story, that makes no fucking sense.
I know. It's like anytime. Like, okay, so there's actually a unique thing about Copen here. Copen's actually going to have powers based on the bosses you've defeated up to this point. So the 3 bosses that you've already beaten are the powers that he's going to have. So if you want him to have powers that are easier for you to avoid, you kill those bosses first. Because he has the... That's his normal move. That's Copen's normal attack, is those 6 energy balls.
Oh, it is?
All that does is just, like, get rid of your electric attack. Whatever, not too bad. Although I'm dying here.
He just needs one more hit.
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you sure?
So yeah, now since I beat Merrick, he has Lazy Laser. He also has... I don't remember what the other 2 are, but... He does have the 3 bosses. Oh, he has the, he has that Petrify move from that cat girl that I fought. But yeah, so depending on what characters you've beaten, he'll actually have different attacks.
Yeah.
So if you're playing along with this, he may have different moves, just so you know.
Like, I'm pretty sure your bullets can counter his.
I can't. They can't.
His normal ones, anyway.
Not the big shots, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the normal ones can, anyway.
And this is what I was talking about earlier. This is Anthem. Every once in a while, if you talk to Joel, you have a chance of this happening, where Joel will revive you, and now you have infinite energy. You have infinite electric energy, and you can infinitely air jump over and over again.
My luck fucking sucks in this game.
Yeah. So yeah, Anthem is basically God mode, and you should never lose if you have. With like maybe one exception of the final boss still being kind of a bastard.
My luck fucking sucks in this game.
Anthem basically makes you invincible.
Great, now I'm pissed.
It's it's rare. Sometimes it happens, and I'm telling you, I don't know what triggers it entirely. I know talking to Joel in between stages makes that chance a little bit higher, but I don't know exactly how much higher it is, because it doesn't always happen.
Fuck you, Lumen. Fuck you hard.
To be fair, if you never see it, I won't spoil it, but you will see it at least once, even if it's not because you died and got resurrected. So this is me cutting to where the gem actually is. Also, another thing I should mention since we're back here, if you beat the stage and go back, you do refight the boss. So it runs on Mega Man 1 logic where the boss comes back.
Oh, it does.
But you can also leave the stage anytime you want. So this is where the gem is in the Striker Pack version. You have to go on this platform. That's also where the last medal is. And the gem is actually right here. So I just completely skipped over it because I didn't remember that it was up there.
That's an even more confusing place to put it, if you ask me.
I agree because clearly I didn't think to jump up there the first time.
Yeah.
I mean, to my credit, I did know it was there. I just haven't played this particular version in a while, so I forgot that they moved it. Okay, so this is what's supposed to happen after you beat Copen. This is where we get to meet our main villain.
Nova, big dick that got wiped out. Fuck.
Zonda and all of his forces are dead.
Shit. Now what?
It's like, great, now and then Nova's just like, great, now I actually have to do something.
Me and my
Thanks, Zonda.
Me and my spiky hair have to actually do something for once.
No, and then they realize, wait, no, Gunvolt's not the one that killed him. It was actually somebody else.
Oh. Oh, well.
Like, oh.
Oh, well, that's not so bad.
And now Nova apparently knows who Copen is. That's gonna be interesting.
It's like, huh. Alright then.
Yeah, Nova doesn't really give a shit. Yeah, even he's just like, yeah, no, ignore him. Copen fucking sucks. Deal with Gunvolt instead. He's the one that actually has powers.
Uh-huh. You realize doing that's gonna fuck you over in the end, right? That's how these. That's how these stories always go.
He is the main villain of an anime story arc. He, of course, is going to have a huge hubris. That's going to be his downfall. Like, oh, fuck it. One of my guys got killed by this random person that doesn't have any superpowers. It was a fluke. I don't care. Go for the guy that we're trying to go after instead.
It's the exact same thing that happened to Cortex. Like, it's like he's so focused on Crash, he doesn't realize Kogo's hacking into his shit.
Sounds about right.
Like, you stupid dumbass.
So yeah, apparently we have to worry about Copen because he can kill adepts and steal their powers because he's the actual Mega Man of this game.
Is he a super fighting robot? No, of course he's not. He's a human.
No, he's actually... No, it's like, they specifically said that Copen is a human. He just happens to be really super fucking strong.
I am Hercules.
Kind of.
Just next time we see him, we'll just chuck a boulder at you. Fuck! Oh. It's like, nothing. Your lightning powers does this, you lightning motherfucker.
Also, say goodbye to Zonda because we'll never see him again for the rest of the game.
Then what was the point?
Mid-boss? Mid-stage boss?
Bullshit!
We may see him later, just not in this game.
All that big dick energy wasted.
続けて求めてたどり着く先の降り注ぐ日の光